What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So this morning, not only did I wake up to an absolutely incredible pull at the last ditch in the Goblins portal, where I was lucky enough to grab two incredible heroes, Violet Potts and Maisie. But more importantly than that, I also woke up to see that I had 4,000 subscribers, and that just blew my mind. So I honestly just want to say thank you to every single one of you who has subscribed to my channel and who has shown me support over the last 2 years, I think, now that I've been doing this channel. I especially want to give a massive shout out to my members. And I'm sorry if this is going to bore you to death, but I don't do it enough. So these members that are part of the channel, they do have a monthly subscription and they do really provide a really cool support for me. And some motivation to be able to make this content. So a huge thank you to my members: Rainbow Rider, Sassy Kitty, Polgara, Dianki Sanchez, SDWS Consultant, Laurie Howard, Nikki357, KKQ, Locomotion, Bitcoin Debatum, Louise Strauss, Gaboka, Vicious Tuner, David Mestrick, and Jesus Delgado. You guys really are the backbone of this, but also every single one of my subscribers. I really do appreciate all of you guys and the support that you give and the comments and everything else that goes along with it. So a huge thank you to everyone for helping me to reach 4,000 subscribers. Hopefully it's onwards and upwards from here. But that all being said, today we have a brand new hero in the portal, and we are, of course, going to have a look at him. He looks pretty cool. I haven't checked yet to see whether he comes from another game. I'm just fingers and toes crossed that he hasn't. But it is this dude, Burton. And he looks like a beast. I really do like the sort of art that they're going with on this dude. Like, I can see like what he's doing. What he's there for. He's there to smack somebody in the face and smack him hard. So he is our latest hero from the Investigator family. He is of the Barbarian class. We won't dwell on that because the talent class is not great. But the family is pretty good, so they get a bonus from a single hero up to 3 heroes, which is an increase of anywhere from 20% to 40% on the attack and 20% to 40% on the health. So it's a straight up stat boost for these heroes. They do also get boosts in the Shadows of the Deep event, which is currently ongoing. It's a pretty cool event because they've got it in like 2 parts, although I don't feel like the difficulty and the rewards ramp up quite enough. I think you only earn about 250 coins for the whole event. I think there should be, maybe a little bit more. I think like at least 3 pulls is probably the bare minimum that we should be looking at for events at the moment. But that all being said, the Investigator family bonus is pretty cool. He is going to benefit from the attack up ether talent. So if you do give him alpha ethers, he's going to get 20% increase on his attack at the start of the battle for 6 turns. And that is going to go well alongside his family bonus, because, that could be a straight up boost of anywhere up to 60% to his already ridiculous attack stat. Speaking of stats, let's have a closer look. So we'll switch off the max power preview. And unfortunately, we are still going up. We're going up a lot slower than before, though. So I will give them that. They are going up a lot slower. So it's only 1167. Our latest other hero that was released was 1166. And the one before that, 1166. So I'm keeping close tabs on the power creep, but it seems to be slowing down, fingers and toes crossed. So attack stat for this dude is already 1217, which is good. It's just crazy. But obviously, when you take advantage of those bonuses, if you do second limit break and emblem him, add another 60% on top of 1726 attack, it is going to be absolute brutality and murder. So this guy's a murderer. His defensive stat is 1151 without the power on, and 2099 on the health. So really good survivable stocky hero with a ridiculously high attack stat. Now let's move on to the special skill, which is called Petrifying Knuckles. You can see there, he is built of stone, and that is what he's going to do. So let's have a look at his specials. So he deals 400% damage to the target and nearby enemies, and inflicts 25 insanity on them. He is running at fast speed, so that's a pretty massive hit to 3 for 400% damage running at fast speed. And then to inflict the extra insanity. If you don't know about the insanity effect by now, I'm not going to read the whole blurb, but basically when you get to 100 insanity, it's a guarantee that you're going to reverse cast your special skill. So if you're a healer, you're going to heal the opposition. If you're an attacker, you're going to attack your own team. And that can happen anything up to 100%. And when it gets to 100 insanity, it's a guarantee it's going to happen. But even at 25 or 50, it doesn't matter how much insanity you've got. There is always a chance. The higher the insanity you've got, the higher the chance to reverse cast. I hope that all makes sense. If it doesn't, you can read War and Peace, which is on the question mark on the card. And next thing, the caster activates Stone Skin. That drops all damage dealt to the caster to 1, and it's removed after 5 hits. This effect can't be dispelled. That is very, very strong because it means that any damage dealt to the caster is dropped to 1 for the following 5 hits. It's good. It's very, very good. We haven't seen Stone Skin since the Gargoyles, and it's very, very difficult to deal with. The only kind of downside there is that it doesn't necessarily mean 5 hits with a special skill. That could literally be 5 tiles that go into this dude, but it is still really strong. He also inflicts 50 insanity on himself. There's the downer. There's always got to be a downer. Unfortunately, with this guy, he's no different. So he's going to have, the next time he fires off his special, there's a 50% chance that he's going to reverse cast it on your team. And you do not want to be hit by this guy with 400% damage. Just do not want to be hit by him. But yeah, you don't really have a workaround for that. I mean, you can try and heal it away. Any heals remove 10 insanity. Heal over time is quite a good effect to be able to counter that. But then the downside about these heroes, and I've always felt this, is like, why should I bring a hero that has to counter an effect of one of my heroes that I'm bringing on my team anyway? It just feels so counterintuitive that I'm not completely sold on that. That being said, though, I do think this guy's special strong. As far as the insanity heroes go, he's probably got better control of it than a lot of them do. Just because you get that solid hit up front and you inflict that insanity on the target and the nearby enemies. And don't get me wrong, it is a massive hit that he gives up front. When he recasts, though, he is a bit selfish. Like, I'd like it if he gave Stone Skin maybe to the entire team. I think that would be good, because then if you recast before you get hit 5 times, then maybe you could only reduce the damage of the recast to 1, and it gives you a bit longer to remove the insanity effect. But yeah, he's a mixed bag, this dude. Like, I like him a lot. I think he's going to be super strong. I think he's going to be really, really frustrating on defensive teams as well, because you can't necessarily make it to where all the other heroes go off right after he's fired. And you do still have to deal with his Stone Skin, so you're getting ready to charge him back up again. It could trigger off on defense, but I think this guy's probably going to be more useful on defense. I think he's going to be fun to play around with on defense. I think he's going to be a bit of a frustration on offense. I do get a lot of the time people telling me that they're really frustrated with the insanity heroes because they just don't get it. And I don't feel like it's something that's meant to be got. It is just something that is there to frustrate the heck out of you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about this dude. So yeah, I'll give him as far as a grading goes for the insanity group, I'm going to give him an A+. I don't think he's quite in the S tier. I think that there are some better heroes in there. This probably isn't one of them. She's all about this massive, massive damage. And she flicks a huge amount of insanity on herself as well. That being said, like I say, the first hit is really where it counts. But Dolores, I feel like, is more of an attacking hero from the insanity family. So the fact that she deals damage for the next 4 turns. So it's based, for the next 4 turns, she deals damage to a random target and nearby enemies. And she inflicts insanity on them as well. So she's like a guardian hippo with an insanity infliction every time an ally casts their special. That is something that's a bit more easy controlled Even though she inflicts the insanity on herself, she's still able to deal the damage and inflict more insanity on the opposition without having to recast her specials. So with most of these heroes, it's like you cast the special the first time, you know it's going to be okay. But then the second time, the third time, the more you cast their special, the harder it becomes. So yeah, I hope that all makes sense. Please do let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts about Burton. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this guy. Massive thanks again for helping me reach that milestone. I wish you guys everything of the best for the future. Like, subscribe, share it with your mother, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now.